Welcome to Sensual Movement Yoga class. In this class, we're going to explore different body movements that will help, especially women, to open their energy, to feel that their neck is long, shoulders open, and most importantly, that feminine spark is there. So we're going to be activating it using this movement. My name is Paula. I'm CEO Neosutras, and let's begin. We're going to start in a kneeling position, and first, we're going to create smooth circles, slightly activating our spinal cord, moving forward, back, and each time loosening up in our shoulders, in our hips. This practice is more about awareness of how sensual, how soft you are, and we're basically creating remembrance of that. So just moving with the eyes closed will help you not to stick to your image, but stick to your feelings. And that's what we're focusing on. And reverse the cycle to the other direction. Here we're focusing on the sensations instead of the look. And maybe add a little bit of motion in the neck and the head. We're starting very smoothly and softly. Nice. And now we're going to create circles in our spine only. So when you are rounding your back, your hips looking down, and then when you paint in the circle in the peak, the hips looking up. And so we create in the other direction of circles, reversing. Most important to feel loosen here, to feel flow and softness, as our feminine energy getting blocked by rigidity and restriction. So from here, we're gonna stop and go in a poppy pose. Opening the hips wide, because there's a lot of taboos, there is a lot of restrictions that may be stored in our hip area, and more movements that are creating a freedom, more freedom we're experiencing within our body. So the poppy pose is a very sensual, beautiful pose, and it's very feminine looking as well. Stretching arms forward, hips up, and from here, rolling up. And so we're going to start creating those waves. And don't think about how you're looking, if it's nice, if it's not, because there is no such a thing. Just move and start soften up in your elbows too. So as you see, each time I'm doing this, I'm adding up a little bit more softness in my upper body too. Moving forward and back. Forward and back. From here, we're gonna move forward and stretch our spine, reaching up for the shoulders and going back in the child's pose. Child's pose is very important pose. Here we're shifting the hips left and right. Again, keeping the legs wide open and sitting down. And this time we're going to open the legs wide. So it's important to open the legs wide here. It's showing the openness, the receptivity, and that's what we are achieving. Open legs signifying the openness. When we're closing our legs, it's a position of centeredness. The energy goes within. So for us as a woman, it is important to cultivate that openness and receptivity when the energy flows from the bottom all the way up and expands through the entire body. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to start activating the torso and start circling in one direction, relaxing and melting within, and then exhaling and start circulating in the other direction. The spine is soft. And now we're going to sit down. Again, if it's not comfortable for you, you can always put the pillows under each knee. And you start pushing forward and back. Again, leaning forward, chest wide open, and back. One more time, forward and back. And release, neck long. Now you start adding up the movements of the head and waving more, spiraling more, leaning forward deeper, exhaling each time going down, and inhaling each time going up. And keep going. Shoulders are loose. And we're going to return to the center and start activating the shoulders. We often feel restricted in our shoulders and neck area, as our lower back is very receptive area. And here I will ask you to activate your shoulders, keeping your neck long, and start engaging your arms, having that softness. Also feeling the torso moving in a space side to side. That softness like a water is signifying that flow, that feminine flow that is so natural for us. And start expanding the space, and then slowly start creating the circles with your arms, opening your arms like you would using your wings, and rolling the shoulders up and back. This is also opening the rib cage, opening the heart center, not just metaphorically, but truly physically and on a spiritual level. And the most important element, the head. We're starting rolling head back and from shoulder to shoulder. And just let it go, let it sink down, roll. And now we're going to do the same thing, 180 degrees forward from shoulder to another shoulder. And keeping going, relaxing the neck, not holding any muscle, and returning back to center. All right now we're going to move on the sitting position, and I will show you a little sequence that you can use for your feminine nature, for activation. First, we're going to warm up the knees and start rolling the legs, circulating them in for a few times. And as you see, my hips are moving as well while I'm doing this movement, reversing it to the other side. And now I can do it a little bit faster. Activate and reverse. Shifting your hips, massaging your lower back on the mat. And it's a playful movement. Now connect toes to touch, and we do the same circles with both legs at the same time. Also both directions. If you was in France and in a Crazy Horse show, you would see them doing a lot of those movements. It's very feminine, it's very pretty, and it feels really good. So now we do one leg at a time. We circle in one leg behind and reaching the other leg. Doing this each time, expanding and making the circle a little bit bigger. And now we're going to connect that sequence together. 2 times, one circle, 2 times, another direction circle. Now, one leg at a time, and 2, and 1, and 2. Beautiful. And if your neck is tired, just drop your head back, let your neck lean heavy there. Don't hold anything, and it's actually going to feel even better, like you're loosening up. And return yourself back to center, hugging your knees into your chest, hugging deep, and extending your legs back up. So now we're going to do one more time the same sequence. 2 circles, another 2 circles, one leg, another leg. Repeat one more time, and then
slowly release and lift your chest up. You also can hug your knees in. And another thing that you can do, you can use your core and extend your legs all the way up. You need a strong core for that. And now I'll show you what we can do with that. So you're hugging your legs in, you're extending your legs up, and release one at a time. Go down and head back. And we're going to release and regroup. Sitting in a comfortable position, the position that is comfortable for you. Loosening up, putting one hand on the tummy, one hand on the chest. I do this practice, important to keep your neck long, to keep your back straight. I will want to tell you a little bit about the posture. When we are inhaling and exhaling, that is the neutral position. When we're hinging, we're protecting ourselves from something. Also, when we're hyperextending, it's not the neutral. The neutral position, the position of safety and balance, is when we are not keeping our ribcage overexpanded, because it's also a blockage. But when we're keeping it in, and imagine that the drop of the water is going all the way down to your belly button, your tailbone is pointing down into the earth. When we are hinging, our tailbone pointing forward. When we're extending, our tailbone pointing back. And the thing is that we're only capable on receiving the energy when our tailbone is pointing down into the earth. That is the rule of neutrality, and that is the rule of receptivity. We're receiving that new prana through our spinal cord when our tailbone is not pointed back or forward. It needs to be pointed down. So each time you're feeling like you're out of balance, just remind yourself to take a deep inhale and exhale into your belly button. When you're extending or when you're hinging, just drop the air down to your pubic bone and feel this neutrality. It is immediate sense of safety and harmony that you're going to experience within yourself. To finalize the practice, we're going to go on our backs in a Supta Baddha Konasana. Again, open position. When the legs are wide open, we're in a receptive position, especially for a woman. Our whole nature is about receptivity. When women given a birth, her legs needs to be wide open, her hips needs to be wide open for baby to be delivered safely. And for us to be capable on to do so, we need to first be able to be open and receptive. And for that, hips is the area, is the gateway. And if you feel uncomfortable here yet not open so much, you can put the pillow under each knee and just relax. Again, we're connecting the heart and the belly area. We're connecting those two centers, and I love to rub my stomach with my hand, giving a gentle massage, because it brings the sense of calmness, and that's what we need. That center that can worry, that can feel agitated or unsafe, we give us this safety to ourselves first, and then we will be able to receive it from others, especially from the men. And we're just sinking in, taking a deep breath. For each breath, noticing how the knees are loosening up, how they're going lower and lower, and just breathing calmly, connecting each vertebrae with the earth, and sinking in, relaxing in, till everything is calm, till everything seems peaceful. Noticing the change, and noticing the change in the stiffness that was previously in our hips. Now it's gone. Now it's different. And taking time as much as you truly need. There is no rush. In this class, I'm going to start finishing up Bring your knees together and then gently rolling, because we want to keep that state. We don't want to interrupt it, and coming up and just receiving the joy, receiving that natural beauty that we're feeling in our body right now. So I'm happy that you guys stayed with me in this class. And I want to say, if you need a hand, I also do a private consultations, mental health and somatic movement and yoga flows. You can go under this video and find all the links. Also, please like and share this video with those who will benefit from it, and follow my channel, as this will help me to continue this beautiful work. Thank you for investing in yourself. Thank you for being with me, and I truly looking forward to see you in the next episodes, where I have so much to share with you. Also, there is a lot of books under this video that you can go and see, and I am sending you blessings, and see you very soon. Namaste.